So this is my new ignition mount. I was unhappy with the design of the old one, so I decided to make a new one. The old one looks like this. My ignition mount is gonna be screwed in the holes where your original ignition is. And then on top, here goes the ignition. Because the new mount is shorter than the old one, I have to take away about 6 mm of the crankshaft so that the ignition sits flush. Here I have an original RDM crankshaft. As you can see, there is very little play in the connection rod bearing compared to the China doll crankshaft. That's why I bought new connection rod bearings. I also had crank pins made with a slightly larger diameter. I've already made a video how I built this crankshaft, but unfortunately I have miscalculated about 2 mm of the crank halves. And now I have to disassemble the entire crankshaft again and let melt down about 2 mm of every crank half. The next thing was I was very unhappy about the original crank pins because the connection rods have sit very loose and there was a lot of play. So I've decided to design a new one for it. So I wanted to have a new one with less play. And there are the prototypes. The first prototypes we've made have a diameter of 16.05 mm. In comparison, the original ones have 16 mm of diameter. The problem with these ones was we have milled the diameter of the crank pins to 16.45 millimeters and then sent them to heat treat because I want them to be really hard. The problem was the diameter does not remain the same over its entire length. At the beginning it was 16.05 and at the end It was 16.07 millimeters. That's definitely too big and doesn't fit the connection rod. Here you can see it doesn't even get into the connection rod, and that does not function. With the next one, I had the idea just to delete the hole in the middle so that the part is more solid and the diameter does not change that much during the heat treat process. The problem was the part came out a little bit too big, and my colleague has to melt down a little bit of the material. And the problem is you can see the part has some milling marks on it and a step. The bearing catches the step and my engine would break after a few minutes. With the final design, I went back to the hole in the middle because I want the balancing factor is the same. So these pins have a diameter of 16.04 millimeter, and it's absolutely perfect and have a little bit of play, just enough to not break, while the engine, when it gets hot, the metal expand, and when it's too narrow, also the bearing will break. Also upgraded the bearing. These are SKF 16 by 22 by 12 bearings. When you compare this to the original ones, you can see that the needle are bigger and the cage is made of a harder material than the original one. I think that's copper and that's not very solid. Let's compare the original pin with the original bearing to my pin with the SKF bearing. So you can see there is quite a lot of play. When you compare it to my one, it barely moves. I have a little bit of play, but just the right amount. Not too much and not too less. That's a night and day difference compared to the original one. This pin is 0.04 millimeter larger than the original one. Now I'm finished assembling the crankshaft. The connection rod has just the right amount of play. I'm pretty happy how it turns out. And the crankshaft have about 0.1 millimeter of play left and right. Now I can finally start assembling the engine.